Hi, everyone. These were the most frequently asked questions for your assignment, the intro into circles. So I'm going to go over these. Number 10, but it was the blue box 5 on the Go formative. It said describe the point of intersection of all three circles. So where do all three circles touch? Well, your A and your B only touch in this spot right here. So I have to figure out if that's also where my C is going to touch them. And C also touches them in that one. So what is that? It's a point. A lot of you guys are putting 4, 4 and wondering why it was wrong. Well, a point, we have to make sure it is an ordered pair. So that's it. That's all it was asking for. At what point do all three circles touch? And it's at 4, 4. Number 7 wants the common secant between A and C. And remember your secant, this is a line that passes through the circle and continues on. So it's asking what secant goes through A that also goes through C. So what is that has at both intersection of the two circle? So that'd be this point right here and this point right here, because that would go through A and also go through C. So what is this guy? It's this line right here. Because it's a line, I'm going to put it in the form of y equals mx plus b. So I first have to figure out what my slope is. I'm going to look at the point. So this guy right here is 2, 2. And this guy right here is going to be 4, 4. So I want to figure out the equation of the line between 2, 2 and 4, 4. And figure out how to work that out. Or if you guys noticed, it cuts through right here at my origin. And it goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So really that's telling you that you have a slope of 1 and you have a y-intercept of 0. So you can just write this into the equation of your line. Y is equal to mx plus b. So in other words, your equation is y equals x. That's it. Eight and 9, the same question. 8 and 9, it's asking you to map circle B going to circle A. So B, my center right now for B, my center is -5, 4. And my center for A is 5, 4. I have to get my B all the way covering my circle A. I first have to translate it, which means I'm going to go over a certain amount, and then I'm going to go up a certain amount. Remember with the translation, it is xy goes to, now your x, how far left and right is this guy going? Well, he's going to go over, have to go over 5 to get back to my 0, and then I have to go an additional 5, which means I'm going to be traveling over 10, and this guy, I'm going up 4 to get to 0, and then an additional 4, so I'm traveling up 8. So when I write my rule for my translation, it's going to be x plus 10, y plus 8. Now that's going to get my B onto my A, but it's only going to be something like this once I get my B over. Well, I have to have it match up exactly, which means I'm going to have to expand it. I'm going to have to dilate it. My radius for B over here has a radius of 3. So my radius for the first guy has a radius of 3. But I need to get that to a radius of, if I look at my circle A, to get that to a circle of 5. Starting off with the radius of 3, going to a radius of 5. How do I do that? Well, starting off with 3, I'm doing something to it, dilating it by some value I don't know, but I have to end up at 5. So what is my value of K? K is equal to 5/3. So when I type this into my Go formative, I should just have it as this. I believe I also accepted if you did 10, 8, and 5/3, if you did that, because those were the unknown pieces that you had to fill in. Again, 8 and 9 were the same thing. If you had a question that I did not cover and you still need some clarification, go ahead and text me and I can respond to you. I've been getting lots of texts and I've been trying to respond to them as quickly as I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thanks.